So weird sometimes. Fucking swap the controller mic. I have no mic there. I think only gloves give you interfacing. I probably already have those gloves on. I must have... Do a hard save here too. Just
It's a paw! Yeah!
Yeah. Eat the poor, you're right. ANCAP, that's the most punk there is, especially ANCAP turfs. Suck my dick.
You scrape the... Isn't that what real artists do? Make it up.
Oscillator Matrix? Where is that? Top secret. You gotta bring. Don't listen to him. He's making shit up. There's no top secret cop audio tech.
Hi.
There's other top secret spying on people tech, most likely.
Listen, kid, I've heard enough out of you.
It's a paw! Yeah!
Bzz, 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 goes the track in the background, never ending. You can't grasp what's missing, but you scrape the... Isn't that what real artists do? Make it up as they go along.
Yeah!
It's hard to say for sure, but the digital throbbing seems ever so slightly louder than before.
Didn't I get that thought that gives me... Oh, it just gives me a cap, I think, and so I can upgrade them higher.
It's a paw! Yeah! Hardcore!
Here's an idea. Say what you said before, the exact same thing. Or wait, say something that's...
Oscillator Matrix? Where is that?
As you fiddle with the knobs on the mixer, the young man stares with amaze.
Copman can ride the knobs! So cool!
Whatever it is you did, it seems to have helped slightly. Maybe now you'll be able to make sense of it. Side check.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about, bro.
Listen, you can use the compressor to select between which track it's compressing, either the auxiliary signal or the main input from the tape. Make it alternate between the signals. The compressor controls the gain based on the level of the signal on the aux sidechain input. It will allow maintaining a loud sound without peaks that fill up all the headspace.
Sidechaining it, you said?
Then he puts on his headphones and his eyes go wide, wider than they've ever gone on drugs. He starts jumping up and down with bliss in total silence, still listening to his headphones.
Hey, what did you do to Egghead, Copman? Did you break him?
Are you ready, pussy?
Noid straightens his back, ready for the beat.
I was born ready, Egg.
Quite the party. Exhilarating, isn't it? Man, epic party, bro. Hell yeah.
The audio assault is glorious. The speed freak dances on the stage, intensely waving his hand in the air.
This is beauty! This is life!
What in the world is going on? The way melody and bass flow together, it's unnatural.
Your body is taking a beating from the low frequencies crashing over you. It's making you feel alive again.
Introducing the ultimate sound!
God damn it! This dance club idea might just work out.
DeLorean Church! The place to be! Pump it! Pump it!
This is it. This is a new era. The fabric of the world has been irrevocably altered.
That's me.
Who will be the innocence of hardcore anodic dance music?
Is this place even open at this hour? Hey, let's go. Hey, woman I hate.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Yeah, terrible name for a bookstore. But that's not actually why you're going out of business, I learned.
What do you mean, the actual source? Earlier, you told me there was no curse. What?
Yeah, it's hard to explain. I had to go, like, befriend an entire dance group. We had to open a dance club in a church. Then I had to play these games with these role players that want to take people's heads off and stuff. Kim arrested a girl. That was there too.
But that's not in any of the ancient texts.
Mm-hmm.
How am I supposed to protect my bookstore from that?
Well, this is science. You know, like real stuff.
Whatever you do, don't take away her hope. The only weapon against total absence.
Okay, well, I hate her, so I'm definitely going to do that.
Yes, you've certainly done your part. I've come so far. I can't give up now. Especially now that Annette is settling in at school again. She's finally making friends in this place.
Good. Maybe
No, we
she'll
can't
stay
leave
away from
Martinez.
you.
We can't. Thank you for your help in any case. You're welcome back here anytime.
Fair now, Book Pedalo. You can do it, Pat. I know, you don't like it when I give the stick inputs. It's okay, Pat. Time to lift this barbell. It's happening today. This is when it happens.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
Why does my Man, I thought for sure there was going to be a bunch of stuff that give you physical instrument. Like, oh, I got all those, like, red clothes down there. Fucking worthless ass red clothes. This one even is red clothes. It's a fucking drama jacket. I have better drama jackets, bro. Alright, here we go. Strongest man in the world.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master. No, it's not that. It's the stales. It's just a memory from another life. When you were young and fit.
How?
You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands slick with sweat. Turns out you're no beast, just an old man with bad form. See? See? This place is cursed. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to smash through that back door.
Is that why my head hurts? Me, I live dangerously. Oh, I deleted a memory. I got room for one? I should probably, what do I got in here? Do I even have these? Oh, these are all unlocked. Okay. I probably deleted them for that memory for something. I don't remember.
The barbell waits patiently
Living
on the floor,
dangerously.
like a dog for its master. You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands slick with sweat. Turns out you're no beast, just an... You feel something in your chest.
Oh no.
An unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm.
What have I done?
Your jaw. Very, very bad. This is the end. Bad. All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do.
Okay, Daddy.
It gets so dark. You don't even see her face. Like you always thought you would. You only see so pain dark and fear. You don't even...
That's pretty
Cop
dark.
suffers final... The barbell waits patiently on the floor.
Here we go. We're lifting this
The
barbell.
barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master. You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. See?
We're lifting this barbell.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
Lame.
You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the
I'll never be proud of myself if I don't do it, Dad. This is like so irrelevant, but I really
barbell
want to see what
waits
happens when he
patiently
does it.
on the floor, like a dog for its master. No, it's just a memory.
Hell yeah.
Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up in the air. Your biceps tremble, but you're a savage. This is
Hell yeah. I'm the best.
a warm wave of accomplishment washes
Damn
over
right,
your
I
head
do feel
as
accomplished.
you
Save
drop the
scumming that
barbell
pointless
to the
thing.
floor. For a moment, it feels like you're strong enough to succeed at
Suck
anything
what?
you ever set your mind to. Hey, but you're still in a ghost house. What if someone heard this? What if they know you're here?
Then they'll know I'm a badass.
The barbell, wait.
Let me see if I can go for round 2. Fucking Jigsaw's house, bro. Ah, there he is. See, he's making the dolls and everything. Dice lady. This person I actually like.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Shivers. Why, she must be spooky ooky. Hell yeah. There's a lot of shit that gives you that. That's what I'm talking about. The silk scarf gives you pain threshold. That's what's up. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Definitely gonna get this.
Aside from getting naked, you're not sure what else to do.
Bullshit.
The building holds no more answers for you.
Bullshit. 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 Alright, lady.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney.
Cursive
The
here.
stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though
I figured out why it spared her.
For
Why
a
did I
moment,
spare?
it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
Did I find this out?
Didn't we already talk about this?
This isn't technically the Doom commercial area?
What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guilain 10.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up.
I see why I needed
Yet
shivers
it has
for
a
this.
different address in the heart of the city.
In the chimney of another building. I just figured this out with my shivers on the spot, I
This
guess.
doesn't make any sense. Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from? And what? Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces.
Oh, come on. That's so cringe.
She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face.
I'm glad you liked my joke.
Do you know what this is?
To use your hand to reveal if he's diminishing. A lucky charm.
It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan.
I still don't understand how the Doom commercial area is even connected to the millimeter hole.
No, you're right. I didn't.
I mean, I assumed it was like somewhere else, not even here.
It wasn't just the jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed.
I mean, that's what I just did weightlifting. It worked
And now
out for
you're
me.
telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney? Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a precarious place.
I feel you.
Nothing ever works out the way you want it.
Yeah.
That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again.
I don't think they
Still,
like them because they're
there's something
failures. That's kind of
inherently
like painting
violent
a
even about dice
picture
rolls.
of people who play like D&D and stuff, I think.
It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending or an entirely different world.
Maybe.
But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer. You mean the curse that I'm spared of because I live outside its immediate reach? I'm listening. Excuse me? A 2mm hole in reality? This can't be true. Sona is involved in this? So it's even worse than I thought. It's not just the commercial area that's cursed, it's the entire world.
Yep, you said that already, but now you're not using it as a metaphor. Crazy.
She looks outside the window where daylight has filled the yard.
That's what I preached the whole time and nobody listened.
A curse is something superstitious, but a 2mm hole in reality? We all know what it means. It's pale. In any case, thank you for stopping by. It's good to have an answer, even if I can't claim to understand it fully.
Okay. I'm gonna go this way for the fun of it. Can I still kick this and
A
kill
thick
myself?
layer of coal dust covers the furnace.
What are the odds that this thing has like something in it that I didn't find before? Probably low, right?
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in. It means there are firearms, front loaders, still lying around Martinez. This could prove useful in our case against Ruby for Titus. Men are easily swayed by the sight of a rifle. This is a good find. Really justifies coming down here and looking around. Inside, a secret room infested with rats, spiders, and woodlice. Seems like an old weapons cache from the...
Didn't I already pull a rifle out of that wall? Why is it like acting like I didn't know it was there? Weird. Titus give up Ruby's location. Think Kuno knows anything about the gun? I mean, he's my best source. Hey, Coonster, my favorite guy, my best boy.
Fuck does Kuno care? Yeah, the kingdom of Kuno. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't...
That's why I love you, Kuno. Don't care about nothing. That's based of you. Stay based, kid. Hey, Titus.
Just dragged her away, huh? Stone cold.
Actually, Kim arrested
Didn't
her.
think you had it in you. Yeah.
Oops, I didn't mean to hit that.
Ruthless son of a bitch. I certainly didn't have it in me. I always let the pretty ones go.
Okay.
Yeah, like when we let old Clancy's widow walk.
Oh, Denise, the diner girl. The milk rack on that one.
Can't say I wasn't sad to see her go. Our Clausia there. Her face when your friend walked her out. Goddamn. Like she was walking to the gallows.
Mm-hmm. Well, she did kill a guy, so.
He avoided looking her straight in the eye. You would have too.
Fuck up with the sun boy. She was a flight risk cop. Is this sarcasm? If this is sarcasm.
Nothing to do about it now, I guess.
Damn it.
I just hope she can game her way through the system. Don't think I forgot how I specifically let you know how I felt about her arrest either. Now, what do you want?
His tone is friendly now, and the last words are actually accompanied with a little smile. Titus's posture is more relaxed than when you first met him. He is relieved that this Clausia business is finally over.
Oh, he's about to get right jacked up again. I'm about to get him going right away.
Why?
The Civil War is running, and they'll need me to print it, so that means it's
Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this.
Not me, no.
Not on my watch, you're not. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
She's asking if you hide from a police in a murder case, you become a suspect. No, if you're a suspect and people are complacent in hiding you, they fucking get charged for it.
That's nothing.
If you murdered
That's
somebody.
just legalese.
Uh-huh.
You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
Staged it like a play.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Because she was here all night with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
No.
That's a lie. The window Clausia gave for the time of death was from 11:30 to 12:15.
Why would I directly ask them to establish an alibi like that?
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cope.
Again, Cope.
That's probably for the best. Don't break your stride now.
Mm-hmm.
And just because she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him.
Well, you're destroying her alibi here, honey.
It's not plausible.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof. You got his attention. Now don't ruin it by making weird claims. Remember, you can still mess this up.
I've seen the wench. I'm not blind. You saying she reeled herself up by her collar, like some kind of...
Kidding?
Let's go with that. Point is, it's just a rusty wench. It doesn't put her on the roof. Oh. People say there was a pinball arcade here sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator, for that matter. And how does she come into it? That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Shush now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it? I don't like guessing, Cope. No one does. Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo. You took that key. Did it look like it was recently put there?
No, the ribbon was old, faded. It had been there for 20 years at least.
Why? This doesn't make sense. It's damn interesting, but it doesn't fit well, and you know it.
It doesn't fit well, but it fits, and he knows it. Also, it has to be said, this man would make a good RCM sergeant, or maybe even lieutenant. Just don't let him anywhere near women.
Then he's not a good one. Sorry.
Footprints. Recent.
The tracks were recent, but not worn down in the right foot like Ruby's. It's best to omit this pesky little polemic for now. Too confusing.
What else could you make out? How recent? What size? Horizontal? I see they taught you well in your RCM school. My old man, a hunter and a half-blind one at it, could have said that. Horizontal lines. Good news is, I'm still listening.
He knows they had to be recent for those lines to still read. This wasn't a failure.
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up.
A skilled Sambo artist. Do I know if she does that or something? Like, what a weird one. Should I even tell him about this?
Right. What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby?
Wow, man, can we? I mean,
Box, elder box, man. Fucking. Oh.
That'd be awesome. I beat that royalist machine 20 times now.
All right. We can get the barman to bring them down. What else? Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we established. But a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2, murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun. Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself.
That looks antique. A Belle McGrave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it? Also inoperable.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
Okay, I see your point. There are guns lying around. Damn it. I thought we'd found all the old spots. Why was that still there?
We just missed one. Ruby doesn't know this place, boss. Just these cops digging up shit.
God damn. That's just about your favorite topic,
It
isn't
is.
it? Every fucking 5 seconds.
Well, I am a cop.
You were warned not to bring it up. Your best shot here is to just back out of it.
No, I don't know it was Ruby. But I'm trying to get him to tell me where Ruby is.
Okay, cop. She's got connections. I could see how she could have access to a gun. That still doesn't mean she did.
That's all you needed. Doubt.
No, that's dumb.
All right, cop. Keep talking. I'll
Okay.
tell you when I've had enough.
Okay.
Pete, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
First of all, we're just trying to ask questions here.
Phase 3, motive. The last component. The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
She could have been covering up for herself.
Like fuck she was.
It was her idea, right? She knew exactly what to do with the body, too.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks? Closio wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Sure, you could have.
Time for a logics demonstration. He scoffs. The man is silent.
If she
Turning
used
them
us to
against each
cover her
other.
own
That's
shit
what's
up,
up.
well,
Classic
that's a
cop.
serious violation of the hardy code.
Just
boss.
asking questions. Just a friendly cop asking questions.
Which is why she didn't. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Where'd she go? Skipped what now?
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good. Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip. This is the only option he cares for.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Want to know why? She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now,
Should have said the
I
thing about
probably
organizing
would.
against him.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking
My
luck,
neck
man.
still hurts from that Vosh
She knows
video.
this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
What is that supposed to mean?
She's not, Glenn. I told you. You. Yes, you. The cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
Don't forget the funny tie, too.
How can I forget? You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure. She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener.
Base, that's a
that
cool
you play
nickname.
suspects against each other. Open them up like cans.
Yep.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just
open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did.
Wasn't it?
Now,
we can. I thought it was the other guy.
Whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having to go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
It's not an actual question. Silence.
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This cough, Titus. This cough, but she was too scared.
Scared? You should be too. A strange fear creeps over you. A metallic taste.
Is it my ex-wife? Watch it be my ex-wife.
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived,
Uh-huh.
I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation. A little on the coast. More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlock. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there. Sure, there's some shit houses there, a cinder block town. The fisherfolk there refuse to unionize, so that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up. Boyish, hair's red, dyed. She looks like a Lowry man.
What she's doing with it? What does this even mean?
The what now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
There you have it. Pale something. It'll have to.
His grip is firm and
Later,
reassuring,
Titus.
like holding a piece of unpolished granite.
That's me, unpolished.
Not
granite.
just granite, tightly packed RCM Sergeant material.
When are you gonna get it through your suicidal head? I already am. I just wasn't sure you were.
And he still isn't. People aren't afraid of good cops in the way Ruby was afraid of you, he thinks, then turns back to his men.
Well, I do have. I mean, I'm sober now, but I did have serious substance abuse problems, and I was still in the police force. It's kind of controversial, if you ask me. Oh, wait a second, I'm so dumb.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with? Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately. This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
This is like when that man locked himself in the wood shop.
No, it's not like that, man. With him, we called you. Right now, you just arrived by yourself, like a raven plucking at the window glass. There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now,
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
I was planning on doing that anyway. Voice in my head.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum. The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
What is this place to you?
Waves crash onto the beach, drowning the reeds. Far to the south, a congregation gathers to a soup kitchen in a shelter for the homeless. An old woman gives out knitted scarves for free. This could have been you. This could still be you. A down on his luck nobody, trying to survive. Who are you talking to?
Cozy.
There is
Comfy.
no
It's
one
comfy
here,
cozy.
not even cold.
No, Shivers. It's comfy cozy.
Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Look under the floorboards.
Oh, whoa.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched. Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below. Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though. Something bad. Someone's night thoughts. A last resort. A bad idea. You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then something hard wrapped in paper. A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet. A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. Like your own Villiers pistol, for example. The floorboard isn't interested. Maybe the washerwoman is. You have enough to confront her with. Holding the bullet, you get the feeling this isn't ammunition against you. It's for herself.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with? Damn that girl. Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either. Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl. As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here. She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
She seems genuinely worried about her previous tenant. She's seen her hiding out from trouble before, but this seems different.
Fucking good chill for my nose, man.
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape millions she'd made. Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that. Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
She has dogs.
She probably heard the lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
I cleaned it, like I always do. No.
The truth, sire.
She's good company, knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I
Probably
really
'cause you're weird
appreciate
and
that
creepy.
about her.
You let fucking homeless people stay in your shed.
This Ruby is an
Like
old
me.
lady whisperer. She knows how to work the village elder, unlike you.
No, she was mostly silent this time, kept to herself. She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
She wanted to talk to her, as they usually do, but she was brooding.
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
Aye, do tell. Exit from what? No, she's a fighter.
She really believes that.
I don't know. Further up the coast, she tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat.
That's weird.
Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived. Yes, it's going to be too much work for you to find her. Better for you to stay here, get a nice cozy fire going in the heat.
I mean, you raise a good point.
The felled electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
Fucking annoying bug on my leg now. What the fuck? Leave me alone.
What more do you want to know about that poor girl? Yes, let's hear those other questions. One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
See if this lady knows anything.
Aye, the sea's going to calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your...
Why does she care about the waves so much?
She's what a dumb question.
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me.
Is there only one way? I don't know.
But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So what will it be, officer? Oh? Who? Okay. When did this person stay here? Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning. Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll.
Corpses don't sleep. That's
now I'm just waiting
scientifically
for the wind to
impossible.
settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else. Well, how can I assist you then, officer? Oh, that's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea? An installation. Us poor people are stupid and don't get installations. All I see is a heap of trash. This actually calls for a funeral, I think. Aye, Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all. Why odd? Our things are a part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans, to some extent at least.
Life world. Someone's been reading up on last century Gottwaldian philosophers.
Oh yeah? You
All
won't
right,
even
car
be able to
funeral.
get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake? Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
It's going to be quite a few years before nature is able to completely take care of a motor carriage. You could always come back in a few months and see if you still want to give it a proper send-off.
I understand, believe me. I really do. I think about all the frivolous side activities I could be doing every time I go out there with my nets. But daydreaming is a rich man's
Fuck up,
game.
bro. That's so fucking. That's so dumb.
Aye, the sea's going to calm down soon. I can feel it. Aye, the sea's going to calm down soon. I can feel it.
You think she really needs more of that after a man
She
died
reads
at
theory.
sea?
Theory is gay.
What if I told you it is actually possible to go on a date sober? Before recorded history, men and women were able to do simple, very primitive things together sober.
I'm not a drunk. I got
Acknowledge
the
the
sober
situation
thought. I'm sober
and
now. I
keep
did
it
it.
basic.
This dialogue is unimmersive.
I have, and I don't really. Just a walk? I don't know, officer. I would not have taken you for an innocent perambulator. Where would this walk take us, officer?
Nothing creepy, strange, or out there. Keep it airy and simple.
All right, I will walk with you. But you need to understand that nothing is going to happen. We're just walking. Me too. It's been ages since I just had a normal conversation with one of you guys.
She means men.
Well, I'm gay, so.
Stroll on the beach sounds nice. All right, I guess I'll be seeing you at Land's End in the evening, when it gets dark, all right?
She doesn't wait for an answer. You better get ready.
That's me, Mr. Ready. I'm gonna get so laid by. Oh, wait. I'm gay. Hey, you think these weird kids saw something? Hey, weird kids.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other...
What bad people? No, we're not really supposed to talk to strangers, you know? Yes. Yes.
It doesn't look like he knows what that means.
Alright, bye, weird kids.
Winter, slow to let go of Revachol. Flecks some more wet snow from above. The snow falls lazily, making the beach sand paler still, mixing with the rust-colored sewage runoff.
Gross.
It has been a cold year. All things waiting for spring will have to wait a bit longer. Looking up at the sky, melted snow dripping from your hat. The sky is full of great battleships. White clouds collide with one another, and the world is drenched with their debris. The melting snow seeps through your thin clothes. Grandmothers don't let their grandchildren out dressed so lightly in this weather. At least your hair is protected from getting wet and sticking together. You look around. Near, snow falls into dark water. She prays, though she doesn't believe. There is a hum in the air. That's all. An abandoned church that's being turned into a dance club.
By me.
4 youths are hard at work there, making it ever harder core. A serpentine strip of land weaving its way into the Martinez Inlet. Unfortunates on the run from the law, from themselves, sometimes hide out on nearby islets. Little dots in the ocean that are occasionally submerged when the tide is high and the weather foul. The remains of a camp on a jagged piece of rock, a tent, old dishes and cutlery, long since abandoned. A hermit crab scuttles among the debris, looking for a new shell. Further out, the lights burn bright on Resurrection. Then there's Ozon, but the snow falls too thick. You cannot see that far. The Bay of Revachol, vastness, great depth, over 1,200 meters at its deepest. Water, air brinier than hair. It is crisscrossed by huge cargo ships bearing company logos. Wild pines,
Supposed to look at that sign. Fuck.
Mauryan. And at the farthest reaches of the Bay of Revachol, the shadow of the coalition warship Archer.
Okay, I really don't care about most of this, but
the water,
I just want to go through it in case there's
below,
XP.
where yes, children under 14, after Rubia's, Melchiorite, 2 kilometers underground, in a winding shaft along whose walls the mausoleum contains untold quantities of gold. How can it be pure if it's magenta? After Rubia's, Melchiorite, 2 kilometers, the mausoleum. How can it be pure if it's magenta? Snow falls, and there is no answer. Few patira, all around her, white snow. The canal someone is scraping snow off. A fenced off, clean white light coming from the raised was once a the pox is heavy drug, a line of around you. The snow continues. The stairs, snow, all of this built. A chill comes over you. Layer upon layer of sand, poisoned with industrial runoff. Someone stuffed a big old polar anorak into a concrete. The spring thaw will come in earnest, just not yet.
Where am I supposed to go on this date walk thing? It said northwest, I think they said. I'm a silly boy. I'm a silly boy. What's that? What is this? Huh. Dookie Town. She ditched me. Stood up again, guys. She said northwest, right? I mean, she totally had to have gone this way, right? Going even further up here, maybe? Yeah. Wait, you don't have a compass? Why do I need a compass? I know what direction north is.
The woman gazes steadily at the waves. A sudden gust picks up her dark hair and lets it fall again, tousled, wild. She brushes a few stray locks from her eyes and only then spots you approaching.
Aye, so here you are. Mid-noon and the snow is... Know that you're not the first guy to bring a girl to Land's End. This is what the locals call a make-out spot.
Oh,
That
weird.
is not going to happen here today. I just
Okay.
want to make that clear, Dimples.
Uh-huh. She
Her
wants me.
thoughts are still elsewhere, with distances across the water, and with the water itself. Across the rusty water, that's La Delta, the financial district. In the mist-covered distance, towers rise as a rebuke to the poverty of this coast.
Drinking men aren't known for keeping their appointments.
Going south. Going north. Trying to figure out what direction.
So this is what this is. Responsible. Well, maybe it is. Maybe you'll have a revelation and crack whatever you're on. Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
Her laughter is throaty and warm. It rhymes with the sunlit waves and the cries of the gulls.
It's true. I've been sober for almost 5 days now. I mean, there's only one way, so I probably went south to go north. You know, like I had to go down to loop back around.
I've seen quite a few of those first days. Aye.
I actually, it's day
Still,
5.
Good for you.
Yeah, I officially completed my "I'm sober now" thought, and it took points away from my skills.
Here it comes.
So fast as to make it seem like the weather turns at her command.
I'm gonna say it.
Me? No. Just grew up on the sea. Know which way the wind's blowing and all.
Uh-huh.
Knew the weather'd clear up once we got here.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, it would have been a less pleasant stroll, nay?
You're a witch?
You should say something. Anything. Maybe the tequila sunset thing.
Okay.
It's a common Revacholian expression. Means drinking yourself to death. So, are you going to keep the name?
No, my name's Big Dick Mullen now.
Can't wait to hear it.
Well, okay, you ready for this? It's called Big Dick Mullen.
The sun reflected in the waves and the skyscrapers rising across the bay is mesmerizing. Your mind clears for a moment as your senses take it all in. Not just the glass skyscrapers, fragile looking in the shimmering air. River Esperance flowing into the bay.
Isn't it strange for this all-powerful thing, the sun, to be so generous towards us? You know, the best time to go out fishing is usually towards sunset, when the water is warmer.
This little ladybug. It's got shit all over it too. What's going on with you? I'll post this to Twitter because it's got like I've never seen anything that looks like this actually. Like, what is that on it? Is that pollen or something? Or a parasite? Like, what's going on there? Did it crawl through some dust or something? It looks like something I'd be smoking. I think it's like gotta be like a fungal thing or something, right? I don't know. Either way, this ladybug's annoying.
The sun also falls on the Capeside tenements and war-torn ruins. An old sea fortress juts out, seemingly impervious to the sheen cast over everything else, shaking you out of your reverie.
Craziest ladybug I've ever seen. I don't know what was going on with it, but I think it's got to be some sort of like fungal thing that's affecting its brain because this ladybug has been weird as fuck and annoying. Unlike other ladybugs who just like go to the corner of the room and then dry up and die because they got stuck inside this house that has cracks in it.
The sun does little for the dead, and those hopelessly
My
lost in
bathroom
their own
upstairs, like
minds.
where the temperature's just right for them, like right when winter starts, there's like just nonstop, just like dozens and dozens, and they keep, and so they'll just like every day I have to sweep them like I sweep the chinchillas because there's so many dead ladybugs on the ground.
Or people living in desert climates with sparse vegetation and little drinking water.
Oh, that was a bit of pride and a bit of superstition.
And a bit of conceptual unity too, it being yellow and all.
Just that your desert people are happy with too much sunlight.
Now you're just nitpicking. But I concede. Maybe desert people sometimes disagree.
Do I have pets? Yes, I have 2 chinchillas.
There's salt in the air, and the cries of the gulls and the
They'll
skuas,
come out
grit of the sand and the green
in an
glint
hour.
of broken bottles. But still your gaze always returns to the dazzling streaks of light, wherever they may be reflected, their opulence.
It's bringing us spring, summer. It's entirely on our side, no matter what we do or who we are, for absolutely no reason. It's unlike no other powerful being, certainly no powerful organization or government. How can that be?
The sun isn't exactly an organization. What the fuck does that mean? And it's political, you see. Begin a long political tirade.
Do they? Some of them do, but sounds to me like you should choose your allies better, that's all.
True, you ought not love ruins and hell, and the fading scent of apricots.
That shit landed on my neck earlier. That weird ass ladybug. Now I'm gonna get its fungus.
Maybe some
whatever's in
general
there.
remarks before you say something big. Work your way up to the cool.
These aren't real fish hooks, silly. They're earrings shaped to look like fish hooks.
Thank God.
A drunk
Because that
called
would be
Rosemary
weird.
brought them to me. I kept them.
She's right. They're made mostly of plastic. A cheap novelty gift you can buy from a flower shop or a kiosk.
Okay.
The wind ruffles her hair as she looks at the sunlit coast across the water.
I'm definitely not going to ask her about the fucking murder on our first date. We're supposed to get married after this, even though I'm gay.
Thank you. I'm half Ubi. My mother was from Ubi Sunt. Not a lot of sun there, I hear, though I've never been.
The wind ruffles her hair as she looks at the sunlit coast across the water.
I always do. I like it. It's like being on another planet, a water planet, with water worries and water joys.
Gay guys get beards all the time? What? You mean broads?
The wind ruffles her hair as she looks at the sunlit coast across the water.
Man. I knew I should have saved before I started talking to her.
Say what? Something interesting? Impossible.
Brains generally aren't very good, are they? I prefer backs, arms, shoulders, lungs too. You know, the wind's going to pick up soon, and I have to go, but have this. The sun's good, but it doesn't stick things. I've no use for it anymore. No. Men around here are too drunk to pose a threat to me. Doubt it. But thank you for the company.
This is as far as it goes with her. You'd need...
Farewell.
As she walks off, the wind picks up, and the light from the sun seems to fade. The crumbling
true,
silhouette
replace your
of
brain with
failed
fungus.
electrical R&D towers in the distance, beckoning.
See, that quick save is right before I talk to her. But I'll just look up later if anything happens when I pass that check. This is head I got onto. Logic. Yeah, I think I pretty have high logic. Oh, it tells me over here. That's only my minus ones, though. It doesn't tell me my total stats. That's dumb. It should tell me my total stats over there. Oh my god, it's so hard to tell where the cursor is. I just don't want anything that like takes down stats. Look at it, it's all plus, 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 plus. I only have minus and composure. Now let's see what the notes say. Explore the coast for signs. Okay. What, I can check these traps again?
There's nothing else to do with the traps at this time. They're all just lying around, gathering dust and rainwater.
It's the little things that make the game great. I prefer them as long as they're playable. If it involves aiming a gun, I'm probably not good at the game. You know, if it's like solitaire level of a game, I can do it. You know, if you can figure out solitaire, you can figure out this. I play games on the journalist mode. Why are my knuckles bleeding? It's the syphilis. Syphilis is breaking out. That's what it is. Is this the sign I had to look at? I assume it's the one in the river I have to look at unless they moved it.
You see, a once bright, a slogan used to intertwine. Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. Felled electrical. How ironic. All these dark rooms. Felled Electrical, you only know them as a small company that makes ink cartridges. Looks like they used to be big. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
She? I don't know who you mean, but
I
the
wasn't talking
building
to you.
seems long abandoned to me.
You try to peer in, but there are no windows on this side. Only the disinterested whistle of the wind. Lieutenant Kitsuragi stands in front of a mirror, fixing his orange bomber jacket. You should be asking him that question.
She?
You try to peer.
What is this? I don't want this. Not beer. I'm sober. Oh my god. Come on, you can do it. Walk through. Okay. We'll just do an auto run over there. What matters? You was the best guy around. There's still a corpse over here. Somebody picked up the corpse finally.
There's some tear, an empty.
Come on, game, you can do it. Oh, I'm supposed to go on those boards. It's so hard to tell sometimes where the path is. Boy, do I have no clue what I'm doing.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown. You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door. You can't. This door cannot be opened, ever. At least you can think about opening it, about doors in general. They are, after all, fundamental.
Sure, I guess. Do you have to do yoga out here to get in touch with the coast? To feel the city? Inspect it thoroughly. Fuck off. So look at the painting again. Fuck off. Dunka dunka dunka. Painting.
The once bright somewhere in Martinez, Lieutenant Kitsuragi is consulted.
She?
You try to peer in.
If I put on more cop stuff, will I suddenly get a psychic connection to him? Do I have other cop stuff? Probably only the codes, right?
The once somewhere in Martin.
She?
You try to peer in, but
I guess I need to wait for my partner to be back. Not even anyone on this side of the city.
You sit on the wind-worn wooden planks of the bench, your feet. Time passes, darkness ahead. You don't even know what you are waiting for.
So, okay, wow, okay. Jeez.
The bed is comforting.
I didn't think it would let me rest yet, but hey, why not check? Okay, let's see who do I have to talk to? God, where is this guy? I don't even remember who this guy is. Physical instrument. Map wall. Pretty sure that's the only thing I have for physical instrument. I remember looking, so. Probably can only interact with that tire dock worker during the day, right? Can't even interact with them now. If you can say that. This is just a sleepy guy. Oh, is that the other old guy who's playing with the balls over there?
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Rivershaw. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. Winter's grip on the city is loosening. The spring thaw is here.
Who's this guy? Oh, that's right. I want to get the guy's sandwich. Is this the guy whose sandwich I want to eat?
Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man?
The fuck? Controller's like stick already broken. Weird.
The prick is gone. I can barely believe it. But hell, most likely, he was an absolute cunt. It is what it is. Part of life, really. But to know someone for 79 years, then one day they're just gone. I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you must need something. Oh.
Host almighty. He's a total bummer now.
Yes. What about his hungry little heart finally gave out?
Sounds like me.
The dock workers found him in the guard booth this morning. Wasn't even supposed to be working for another week, but he just had to prove how tough he is.
Did he feel like he has to prove he can still pull his weight? Doesn't need handouts?
Guess he was about to head home, 'cause when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes and not the Kuketu uniform I saw him in all the time. Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the joke's on him, 'cause he's gonna be buried
I
without
think
it.
our conversation about his job pushed him to go out there.
No, René was the most stubborn man in Revachol. Nothing you or I could say would ever push him to do anything. The man was completely immovable.
He has doubts, but right now, he just wants to move on and not think about it.
I repeat, an absolute cunt. Even his old
Can't say
army
that.
buddies
It's a
didn't
bad
want
word.
him around. He was like an old viper. The only people who could stand to be around him were Jenny and me. She saw something in him when we were just kids, and she never lost sight of it. And I thought if the most beautiful being in the world can love him, then there must be something worth holding on to. We've hated each other our entire lives.
Oh, you cute
So
little
much,
angry
in fact,
gays.
that. Yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. You know what his last words to me were? In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial. That's what he
This
said
guy
to
doesn't
me.
sound Aussie jail. I agree.
He lived a cunt, and he died a cunt. Let's leave it at that. Let me see. This was
Just had a
60
photo
years
of that
ago.
guy on me.
We all went to that parade. Young René looked so happy, and Jenny. I'm sorry, officer. I just... Thank you. Thank you for this little memorabilia. It really means the world to me.
Okay.
It is what it is. Part of life, really. I just don't know anymore. About, everything, really. I probably knew him better than... You meant the teacup in the tree, didn't you?
Teacup? Oh, because of the ceramic armor.
Am I not allowed to try to get a sandwich now because it's like too late?
Oh, sorry.
Damn, I guess I'll never taste his sandwich. So those things still stay on my shit now? Like, that's dumb. Why is it telling me to come out here to talk to him when I can't even fucking fucking talk to him about his sandwich anymore? Let me see. What do you think this map wall is? Did I find it already? Is that in the room? The fucking game room?
This old diagram, the whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic. History classes, radio frequencies, it's unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Perhaps the web is comprised of radio stations,
Anatomy
all
of the
back to
corpse.
one red heart, titled the
That
Game
makes
Master
sense.
Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. Looks like a surveillance program. They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap. Whoever decides to call in to a call-in, a list of names.
I already know
all
this.
of
I just
is-
didn't look at it
there's
on the
no
save.
way, nothing.
Is this the map?
Your flashlight, some of the writing has faded with age.
That's not the. It's in the library, isn't it? I came this way for nothing. Probably can't even go up there. It's probably too late to go to the library now. Dookie, dookie, dookie. Oh, hey.
Several maps. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda. This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation, Ozon, disintegrating into in the northeast, radiating outwards from you.
I don't care.
Lost. 850 million people live on these little dots. The ocean connections to 850 million
See, I can't steal this now because that's what the check was, to steal it. But I already bought the map, so that's another thing that I don't need to do. Hey. I'll do it. Hell yeah. Cool as fuck now. You know who's gonna love this sword? My fucking best buddy, Kuno. There he is. What's up, my dude? My man.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Okay, you don't care about the sword. Okay, goodbye.
Kuno.
Okay, Kuno, I get it. You don't care about my sword. Whatever. Whatever, bro. You got anything to tell me, bro? I didn't think so.
Everything's still cool.
The speaker's below. You should go over and ask him about paying for those sneakers with your net worth.
Everything's still cool. Me? It's a boring story.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty.
Very.
Apricot Suzerainty called.
Oh! Speaking of. You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those
Composure.
clothes. Keep saying.
Just to get something done, I guess. I'll do this, even though I don't need to do any of this. That's minus composure, wasn't it? Oh, it is +1 composure. Nice.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof.
Nice.
And sport. All practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you. Possibly because of the awful typeface.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir. Gotta prepare for springtime. You won't regret.
You know me, I love these clothes that you got out here, these cheap clothes. I can't do anything with
Keep
this.
coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing the... Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be... Look around. Is this really the economy we want to leave to our children? That's good, officer.
What did it mean
The
by
speakers
that shit?
below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph.
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk. That's right, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale.
A pair of dedicated,
Those sneakers.
only fun ultra. Where these ones is small.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. No, don't pity them,
Samaran trash. That sounds like they're from the
No way, officer. These aren't for... Well, but see, if on the...
Damn. So you have to buy the sneakers first.
No, they're expensive. Expensive sneakers. I knew I saw something out here. What is this? Oh, you can look at this thing too? Oh, that's it. This is the other one. The glasses. This one also has a check in it, I guess.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer.
Uh-huh.
What?
I'm just, I'm a high concept guy. Oh, me? I'm pretty high concept.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts... Oh, very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become a sea monster.
That's what I'm talking about. I am the Leviathan.
Hidden and strangely tender at heart. All is blue. All right. But these actually make your vision worse. It's like literally being underwater.
Nice. Stunner shades.
But they also make your soul quiver like jello. So deep.
Wow, officer. You look so cool.
I like this guy.
And they can be yours for a mere $3. My regular customers have passed them all up because they've got no taste. But you found them. A man who knows his style.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's put those motherfuckers on. Leviathan time. I am the Leviathan. Does the pawn shop have anything? I don't think it does. Joey still has something. Oh well. I'm gonna sit so hard on this bench and pass time manually by doing it that way.
It's only a red chair. Just a red chair in an empty shack, with what looked like a dusty bow tie on the shelf. Nothing to see here.
Uh-huh.
You sit on the wind-worn. Time passed. The evening shade on the...
So EP.
Time passed. The evening shade on the set.
EP time. EP time. EP time.
It's getting cold. This... The bed is comfortable. The place feels almost like home now, quiet and dignified around you. A new life by the seaside. You're incredibly tired. The darkness and warmth come fast. You're falling asleep.
It's easier this time. Drifting off, your head has found a comfortable indent in the pillow. Your legs and your
comfy
torso
cozy.
feel like lead weights sinking to the bottom of the sea until they're suddenly light.
This respite, you've earned it, brother. Bask in the darkness. Let it swallow you up and swivel you around while you forget everything you've managed to remember. Now you haven't. You've just been. No, this is the one before that. We'll just keep cycling it for you if you don't mind. As long as we can. Spin it like black yarn.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Thank you, darkness.
You're welcome, Harry boy. You earned it.
After centuries of darkness, the alarm rings. But what's this? You actually feel rested. There's no time to cuddle with your pillow, however, or as much as shiver from the cold. The world awaits.
Go.
This is it, Kim.
The once bright mural towers above you, saying, Feld Electrical, R&D. Tomorrow is just a whisper away. Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle trying to talk to the wind. The city, whatever you thought would happen, did not. And now you're just standing there in the pale of the morning, with your hands fallen to your side. Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before?
Yes.
Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas? A prayer of sorts to Revachol.
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village. Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, tomb drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you. An adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast.
Okay. I'll do it all over again. Like, guess you have to have Kim here to do it. So we'll walk this way, we'll walk that way.
There's no way the perk isn't here, officer. Look how scarred the boards are. All attempts to pry them off have failed.
The suspect? God, I hope not. I can't see a way in, though many have tried.
Not this time. And dangerous. Dangerous too.
Alright, well, let's go this way then. No, I didn't want to come this way. I'm so stupid. So stupid. My fucking neck, bro.
An old door, worn by...
It's military. The washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast.
Okay, I thought for sure that would be where she would be. I was like, okay, I got a trigger for this door. Hey, it's just a fucking trap. Look at me. I'm Mr. Detective. Detective guy person. It's me, Big Dick. Detective Big Dick. Wander around for a while. Okay. Whatever you say. Oh, look at me. I'm walking on the boardwalk. I'm doing everything I just did again. That's great. We're having fun, aren't we, Kim? Remember when I did this? Oh, no, you don't, because you weren't here. Now I'm going to just do it again, I guess. All right, I walked a boardy walk. Should I go talk to Walt again?
The once bright mural towers.
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there, or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Why single out this one building? Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it, in through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
She's down there.
Okay. Why? So, how do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building.
Oh, there's a tunnel.
Finally, my time to shine.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
Oh, I mean, I'm going to go see. It said a winding tunnel. I'm going to see if I can find that. Hey.
An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotten boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the fell building? A building like this must have multiple doors serving various functions, perhaps a basement access. Your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside the drainage pipe.
Somebody flushes the toilet and all this shit flies in my face.
The lieutenant looks over your shoulder. A thin layer of snow gleams inside the pipe. As your eyes adjust, you see some trash, crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts. Someone has half-heartedly spray-painted skulls on the right side. And nothing.
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either. However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around.
The lieutenant's face lights up. He doesn't usually notice these little things.
And it's right here, a maintenance door.
You and the
Let's take a breather and try this again later.
I can't.
Behind the pipe, the maintenance door, rusted shut.
That's like the only thing I have, I believe. Make sure nothing takes +1, so nothing does.
The light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth. There's no echo. And maybe it's just a storm drain for the sewer.
No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here. We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now. In conclusion, she could be under any building. I hope not.
The once bright mural towers above you, saying, Feld Electrical R&D. Tomorrow is just suddenly in through.
She's down.
Okay. Why? So, how do we get in there?
Finally, my time to
Because
There has to be...
I'm sure there's probably another way in. Like, I didn't have to reload the save. There's probably another alternative door I can go through. Whatever.
An old building like this, your eyes slowly begin. The lieutenant looks over a thin leg as your eyes, and...
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, however...
The lieutenant's...
And it's right here. A maintenance door.
Broke into this, broke into that.
The metal doors are heavy, and the flaking rust...
It's me, Mr. Doorbreaker.
But, together with the lieutenant, you manage to slide them open just enough to squeeze in.
Okay, so she definitely couldn't have gotten through here then.
Good work. Shall we?
She must have come in through an alternative thing. You should take out your flashlight. Oh, thanks. Maybe. That's crazy. Should I? I should probably put on my rubber boots that give me perception. But I'm not taking off the Leviathan glasses ever. Boot prints. One appears to be more worn than the other. Is this, she got a peg leg or something? Kim, I think she got a peg leg. I think that one person with the peg leg we're looking for. Or something. They had something. Uneven legs, you know, like a cripple person.
This isn't just glass. These are old computation components. Yes, filament memories. From
So it is. I think these used to form a single system, slotted in the wall. These? No. These are old filament memories. I hope you're not expecting to find that device here. You will be disappointed.
all you'll find here is pain. The how was a closely guarded secret. Something that was locked in safes in human heads across the river where they were manufactured. As to why, your fingers don't know. The why is easy, because
Hell yeah. Oh, I didn't have a flashlight out this whole time. I'm so stupid. I thought I already had it in my hand. I gotta put the sword in my hand. Okay. Oh hey, communist materials, Kim. Commies.
a mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted.
Yes, I can see that. Looks like some communists were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
The lieutenant does not seem to share your enthusiasm.
I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case. Millions of depictions of Mazov have been... We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
Half a century? I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce proper... You mean like Ruby? No, I think...
Years worth of... Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand. Grains stick into the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder.
Hell yes. How do I escape this place? I'm stuck in the commie room. Don't flip your house, little guy.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your...
No, what do you mean? I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh. Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully. Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do?
You will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize.
I don't care.
Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
I leave that to your judgment. You already know what I think about cross-pollinating.
He just can't be sure. Maybe it will yield.
Okay, why not? Whatever goes down might also affect her.
Not closely enough, you suspect, but still.
You mean Morel? I don't see how cryptozoology and the murder investigation are connected. But the situation...
If it gets that tense, the amateur zoologist might...
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Uh-huh.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
The voice coming through the whirlwind of pain is not malicious. She doesn't want to hurt you, but she has to. Doesn't wish to hurt you, not according to your ear canals. Wait, no, not even your ear canals. This is going back. You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure.
Epic.
It's spreading to your very. All you cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the